143 fam, we're going to take a look at your July horoscopes here. For those of you interested, I'm going to be choosing 2 winners this month for a free reading. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners here at the very end of the month. For those of you on Instagram, you can now find me at Tony Nielsen Official. My info is in the box below. If you are still following my Urban Soul Guru account, make sure you make the switch over so we can stay connected. Now, fam, let's take a look and see what's in store for July. Hey, Aquarius. This reading is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, and love, I'll have timestamps down below. Aquarius, general overview, July 2020. Aquarius, general overview, July 2020. I just heard torn between 2 worlds. It's almost like you may be daydreaming of either living somewhere else or living a different kind of a life, but you feel a little trapped where you are now. That could be literal. As cities and the country really starts to open up, you may have a little bit more freedom. But I do feel like an emotional trap of sorts. Emotionally being stuck between 2 worlds, possibly between 2 decisions, 2 people. That kind of energy is coming through really strong for you, Aquarius. Get you one more shuffle in here. Aquarius, July. Quiet your mind. There's internal conflict, but Spirit has answers for you. Spirit's saying, we have answers for you. But your mind never stops. What's got you so wound up? Is it just anxiety? I think for some of you it is just anxiety that is totally warranted. But Spirit has answers for you. I do feel like some of you may have heard the answer, or you already know the answer, but you're afraid to take that next step because what do you sacrifice? Who may get hurt in the process? Will you be judged? Spirit has answers. 1, quiet your mind so that you can hear them, and for those answers to come full circle. Have the courage. Have the courage to take steps forward. Something does need to change. Your challenge, crossing this. What do you desire? The challenge is that, and it comes through very strongly, the challenge for you, Aquarius, is that you desire a different life. You desire a change. You desire a different person. You desire a new career, a new journey. You desire something different than what you have, but something keeps you rooted, keeps you grounded where you are. Will you have the courage this month to take steps forward? First outcome card. Will you have the courage to take steps forward? What do you sacrifice by staying stuck? Or Spirit saying, by standing still? What do you sacrifice? There's a sacrifice either way, but by moving forward, sure, you sacrifice. There may be some judgment for sure, but you'll be happier in the long run. The sacrifice for not making a change feels too heavy now. Sit with that. What are you asking Spirit for? Because I do feel like some of these blessings are coming full circle, but then you're not maybe taking those steps to fully retrieve the blessing or to allow it all the way in. 2 more outcome cards here that go hand in hand with letting your past go. Fresh air, 1, I think you just need to be grounded and get out of the house because I really am feeling anxiety here, like a lot of anxiety. Ground yourself, spend time outdoors, connect to Mother Earth. If you are able to get outside, like take your shoes off, walk around in the grass, like really, really deeply connect. I'm also feeling gemstones around the house to help you connect, opening windows, possibly an air filter. Some of you are not, it's almost like you're not taking in deep breaths. Are you not able to? Is the anxiety causing you to breathe in and out very quickly without filling up your lungs fully? I feel like some of you just need to sit in meditation and maybe be outside while you do it, and that's all it is. It's a simple fix. You need some fresh air, and you need to ground that anxiety. But this relationship card is the ultimate outcome, it feels like, for you. One, Spirit saying the relationship with yourself needs to change. Your relationship with yourself, how you speak to yourself. Bottom of the deck, child, inner child. How do you speak to your children? How do you speak to your inner child? How are you treating you? How are people around you treating you? I think you know the answer to that already, but there's conflict. So let Spirit give you the missing piece of the puzzle, okay? There's a relationship. There is momentum forward that you want, that you don't have, that hasn't been at least completely fulfilled. And again, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a business relationship. I really think for some of you, it's a better relationship with yourself so that you can attract healthier relationships. This could also be what's keeping you grounded in your past. But this feels new. Whatever this is, this feels like a new relationship, a new opportunity coming out of a dark tunnel into the light, but it requires a sacrifice. What are you sacrificing by not taking steps forward toward this? I feel like you lose more by staying than what you'll lose by moving forward, okay? But let Spirit speak to you. I do feel like there's inner child work. Some of what may keep you grounded also, it's children in the picture. Is this why you can't move? Is this why you can't move forward, or you can't physically move to a new location? That definitely comes through pretty strongly. Judgment around children. But I feel like the judgment is connected to your inner child. What goes back to childhood? What were some old conversations that you may still be rehashing, even if they're just subconscious conversations you're having with yourself or having with the universe? Something needs to heal here so you can move forward. There is a piece of the puzzle. You either have it and you don't know what to do with it, and so you need Spirit to give you more clarity, or you honestly just don't know. You don't know what's missing here. You don't know what it is that you need to heal. That's why it's so important to ground yourself, to meditate, and to listen to Spirit. Make sure you're taking time to do that this month, okay? I do know this relationship energy, for some of you, crosses over into love. So let's get a little bit more clarity here. Aquarius in love. Aquarius in love, July 2020. I just heard the word grieving. Somebody's still grieving. Now, it may not be you grieving anymore, Aquarius. This could be somebody else grieving. Or somebody could have been grieving you. They're no longer grieving. I'm almost feeling like the table's turned a little bit. The Spirit just said, like, sharing in the grief. Possibly somebody showing up, or you showing up for someone you love, taking on some heaviness, helping them get a little fresh air for themselves. Just make sure you're not really taking on anybody's energy or baggage, because that's going to anchor you in a negative way. Let's get one more shuffle in here. Aquarius in love, July 2020. Somebody's grieving. Dark night of the soul, but the tables turn. The tables turn. If you were the one grieving, I don't see you grieving anymore. Or if you're grieving, it doesn't go as deep, there's real healing here. But the person who wasn't grieving, the person who maybe put you in that state of grief or internal conflict, or the person who left you, who just up and left you, Aquarius, that person is about to deal with a major judgment day. They will be feeling all of that grief and then some that they left you with, okay? I don't think you're praying for that. I don't think you need that. But the tables have turned. What this is going to mean for some of you is that some partners are going to try to come back into the picture. Don't forget how they treated you. Don't forget what you went through. Crossing this is true love. This is your challenge. I think for some of you, you were truly in love with somebody who left. You were truly in love with somebody who left and who stepped out of the picture. There was so much heartbreak. It's dark night of the soul. You may still love them. So if they circle back, it may be a temptation. The Spirit is urging you to remember what you went through, especially during Venus retrograde. Venus purged toxic people and situations that were no longer of our highest good. Just because there is love still does not mean that love alone is enough. Because somebody's actions don't match their words. Their Spirit saying like empty promises. Someone caused you a lot of grief. Outcome card. Somebody drained you. Somebody hurt you. I keep feeling like somebody left you. Now there are beautiful, beautiful outcome cards here though. If you're willing to let go of that past. If you're willing to say no to anyone toxic showing back up. Let me show you. Actually, I'm going to show you this first. Bottom of the deck. Unrequited love. Okay? Maybe you loved somebody more than they loved you. A codependent partner may have needed you, but maybe it wasn't true love. And maybe that's why it needed to be purged out of your life, because you deserve better. But look at this. Attraction and romantic feelings. This is new love. This is somebody who does feel the same. This is mutual love. This is mutual attraction. See, these feelings feel newish, or at least with a new partner, a newer partner. I mean, I've been channeling Leo season for so many signs now for months. There's definitely a major shift in energy as we step into Leo season. We have had so many planets retrograding, but especially with Venus in retrograde, like it puts so many of us through the ringer in love. But there is new love. At the very least, throughout July, you're getting the attention of some legit admirers here. Do you really want to circle back to this person? You may have even convinced yourself, it feels like, you may have convinced yourself that you were in love, but you were in love with a version of something. You were in love with the image of something. And I don't even mean that to sound so superficial. It's like someone had a mask on. Someone made a bunch of empty promises and you took that as truth. And you thought that was love. But when they take the mask off, you realize you may have fallen in love with an illusion. You may have fallen in love with the life of empty promises. And now the love is unrequited. Even if there was true love there. I don't see you stuck in that anymore. I see you wanting to move on. The closer you get to Leo season, the closer you get to the end of July, the closer you get to this. But I do feel like this has already arrived for you. I feel like as you come into July, you already have the attention of new partners, new people, new interest. Do I think all of them are of your highest good? Absolutely not. But this is where I see you ending the month. Or at least beginning of August. It's like you have feelings for somebody else. Somebody's going to get left in the past. Because they may not deserve a second chance or a third or a fourth or a fifth chance. This feels like somebody really hurt you. But I do feel like you were genuinely in love. Now, for cross watchers, you may have felt like you were truly in love with Aquarius. They didn't reciprocate that, or they had fabricated who they really were. I feel like, that true love, you fall out of love because of that. Because you realize you weren't in love with the authenticity of a person. It took a little while. Spirit just said 2 years. It may have taken a couple of years to see somebody's true colors, hence the separation. So be careful with people circling back in, okay? They may be dealing with the karma and the judgment day. You went through all of that grief and that separation for a reason. I do think some of you are afraid of the separation and you're afraid of the grief, so you may stay stuck here with this person because it's too hard of a process. Are you afraid to move on from whoever this is? What you sacrifice is true love if you stay stuck, if you don't move on, or if you allow toxic people to circle back. And I'm not saying all exes are toxic here. I do very much see draining partners, though. Some people with good hearts, but they do need to do their own healing. I still see some healing for you, Aquarius, throughout the course of July. But I do see relief. Like, I see, again, the tables turned. You're not mourning the true love anymore. I feel like, doesn't mean you're not thinking about them, but I see you getting ready to move on if you haven't moved on already. There's something good here. There's something really, really good if you have the courage to let your past go and move forward. Forget about the judgments. It's your life. You need to do it as of your highest good now. Own that without any guilt and move on. There's something really blessed for you waiting in Leo season. And we're so close. Cancer season will show you the signs. Cancer season is showing you how the energy is shifted so positively, especially for those of you who have been grieving, feeling like you can actually get out and enjoy life again. You can meet some new people and you're actually interested and you're not as guarded and you're kind of excited, and it's beautiful energy for you here. Be careful of anyone trying to circle back. I'm really feeling strongly that somebody may, okay? You decide what's of your highest good, but it is a note of caution. Aquarius, if you need me, if you need more clarity than this, I'm available for emergency readings and emergency sessions only throughout the month of July. But I am here. Reach out if you need some help, okay? I will be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading. But in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, light, gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.